Monday mornings at Quantum Tower always brought the usual parade of suits and briefcases. Mom blended right in, proudly wearing her new middle manager badge from Mitchell & Associates, the law firm that had just leased the 23rd floor. "Sarah, honey," she called, spotting me in the lobby. "I was just telling Barbara from HR about your little online business. You know, Barbara's son runs a successful Etsy shop. Maybe you two could collaborate." I adjusted my hoodie, hiding a smile as the security team snapped to attention behind her. The lobby's quantum glass panels subtly shifted, responding to my presence through neural-linked building sensors. "Good morning, Miss Chen," the head of security nodded. "The board is assembled in the penthouse. And the Goldman Sachs team is here about the acquisition." Mom frowned. "Sarah, why is security talking to you? And how did you get past the lobby turnstiles without a badge?" "I don't need one," I replied, stepping into the express elevator. Mom hurried in after me, still chattering about Barbara's entrepreneurial son. "And he made $50,000 last year. Not bad for a side hustle. Unlike your—" She gestured vaguely, "computer thing." The elevator's quantum display recognized my biometrics, automatically selecting the penthouse. Mom didn't notice, too busy swiping her badge for the 23rd floor. "Error, invalid floor selection," the system announced. "This elevator is reserved for executive transport." "Oh dear," Mom fumbled with her badge. "Must be a glitch. Sarah, we should take the regular elevator. This one's probably for the building owners." "It is," I agreed, as we continued smoothly upward. Mom finally looked up, confusion crossing her face. "But, why aren't we stopping? And why is it letting you?" The doors opened directly into the penthouse lobby, where Lisa, my COO, waited with a team of executives. "Morning, Sarah," she handed me a tablet. Goldman raised their offer to $28 billion. They're getting desperate since we acquired their main trading platform. $28 billion. Mom whispered. "Tell them no," I replied, scanning the morning reports. "Quantum Dynamics doesn't sell to dinosaurs." "Quantum Dynamics?" Mom's voice had gone very quiet. "The Quantum Dynamics that owns this building. And the next 6 buildings," Lisa added helpfully. "Plus the quantum computing campus they're building in Silicon Valley." The penthouse's glass walls shifted from clear to opaque as the morning sun hit them, showing off the neuroresponsive quantum materials we'd pioneered. Mom stared at the display, probably remembering all her comments about my wasteful tech experiments. "But, you live in a studio apartment," she managed. "You drive a used Prius." "The apartment's actually the building's test lab for quantum-enhanced living spaces," I explained. "And the Prius runs on our experimental quantum battery system. Worth about $40 million in patents." Lisa's tablet chimed. "Sarah, the NYSE chairman is calling again. He wants to discuss quantum enabling the entire exchange." Mom sank into a nearby chair, a prototype quantum ergonomic design worth more than her annual salary. You can't." She looked around the penthouse wildly. "I would have known if my own daughter." "Would you?" I asked quietly. "You've worked in this building for 3 months. Did you ever ask why it's called Quantum Tower? Or why the technology seems decades ahead of anywhere else? Or why your firm got such a good deal on their lease?" "I thought Mitchell & Associates had good negotiators." "They do," Lisa smirked. "But it helps when the building's owner has a soft spot for her mother's employer." The quantum glass rippled again, displaying company data across its surface. Mom's eyes widened as she saw the numbers: market cap, revenue, global reach. "All those nights you thought I was wasting time on computers," I continued, "I was building this. Every time you compared me to Barbara's son or cousin Jimmy's real job, I was revolutionizing quantum computing. But, your little online business is now worth $180 billion, Lisa finished. "Speaking of which, Sarah, the board's waiting. And Mitchell & Associates' lease renewal is up for review." Mom's face went pale. "Lease renewal?" "Don't worry," I assured her, heading toward the boardroom. "I'm not going to evict my own mother's firm. Though we should discuss their outdated technology infrastructure. Quantum computing isn't just for playing around anymore." The quantum glass parted silently, revealing the assembled board, tech pioneers, quantum physicists, and venture capitalists who'd believed in my vision when my own family wouldn't. Sarah, Mom called out suddenly. I didn't know. That's the point, Mom, I replied. You never asked. As the doors closed behind me, I heard Lisa gently suggesting Mom might want to take the regular elevator back to 23. After all, the executive lift was reserved for the building's owner. The board meeting ran long, as quarterly reviews often did. By the time we finished discussing quantum dynamics' global expansion plans, the morning sun had shifted, triggering another ripple of adaptive responses through the building's quantum materials. Final item, Lisa announced, checking her tablet. Mitchell & Associates Technology Integration Proposal. The board members exchanged knowing looks. Everyone knew why this particular law firm was on our agenda. Their current systems are at least 5 years behind industry standard, our CTO reported. They are not even using basic quantum-enhanced security, let alone our advanced protocols. Recommend full upgrade package, Lisa added. At, shall we say, a specially negotiated rate. I nodded, thinking of Mom's proud declarations about her firm's cutting-edge technology. Have the proposal on their managing partner's desk by lunch. And make sure it routes through the 23rd floor first. As the board filed out, my phone buzzed, a message from Mom. Honey, the partners called an emergency meeting. Something about a technology proposal from the building owners? Please call. Your mother's been sitting in the lobby for an hour, Lisa informed me. Apparently she cancelled all her meetings to, quote, process things. The quantum glass displayed a live feed of the lobby, where Mom sat clutching a coffee cup, staring at the building's seamlessly shifting surfaces with new understanding. She's not the only one processing, Lisa continued. Mitchell & Associates HR department has received 14 urgent inquiries about your employment status since this morning, including 3 from senior partners. I laughed. Let me guess, the same partners who rejected my internship application last year. The very same. They seem particularly interested in your current net worth and controlling stake in their building. The elevator ride down was silent, the quantum systems automatically adjusting lighting and temperature to my preferences. As the doors opened to the lobby, I heard familiar voices. Must be some mistake. Sarah Chen? Barbara, you mean the girl you were telling me about this morning? The one with the cute little internet businesses. Mom sat with a group of Mitchell & Associates employees, including Barbara from HR, whose face had gone from condescending to mortified. Good morning, Madam CEO, the security team called out as I passed. The group fell silent. Barbara's coffee cup slipped from her fingers, saved only by the quantum reactive flooring that automatically softened to absorb impact. Sarah, Mom stood up quickly. We were discussing my cute little internet business. I finished. The one that owns this building and about 30% of global quantum computing patents. Barbara seemed to be having trouble breathing. Ms. Chen, about our conversation this morning, comparing you to my son's Etsy shop. Don't worry about it, I assured her. Though you might want to review the technology proposal that just hit your desk. Your current systems are. I glanced at Mom, a bit behind the times. My phone buzzed again, the Mitchell & Associates managing partner requesting an urgent meeting. Sarah, Mom stepped forward. Why didn't you ever tell me? All these years, watching you work on computers, thinking you were just what, Mom? Wasting time? Avoiding real work? Playing with technology you didn't understand? The quantum glass behind us displayed company stock data, a constant reminder of exactly what her daughter had built while she wasn't paying attention. I tried to tell you, I continued. Remember last Thanksgiving? When I explained quantum computing applications. You said I should focus on practical career paths. Like your new job at Mitchell & Associates. Lisa appeared with more updates. Goldman Sachs raised their offer again. $30 billion now. And Mitchell's managing partner is heading down. He seems very interested in discussing their lease terms. Mom's colleagues shifted uncomfortably. Their entire firm now depended on the technology and goodwill of the daughter they dismissed as an unemployed programmer. Ms. Chen, Barbara ventured, about that technology proposal, the cost is significant, I agreed. Quantum computing infrastructure isn't cheap. But I'm sure Mom can explain the importance of staying current with technology. She's learned quite a bit about it this morning. The lobby's quantum systems hummed quietly, processing thousands of calculations per second through materials that shouldn't have been possible. Materials I'd developed while Mom worried about my lack of direction. The managing partner's here, Lisa murmured. Through the quantum glass, I watched Mitchell and Associates leadership hurrying across the lobby, folders clutched in nervous hands. The same partners who'd rejected my resume were about to negotiate with their landlord, the unemployed programmer's daughter. Sarah, Mom said quietly. I was wrong. About everything. I know, Mom, I replied, turning toward the approaching partners. But don't worry, your lease is safe. After all, what kind of daughter would I be if I evicted my own mother's firm? The quantum glass rippled one final time, displaying Quantum Dynamics' logo across its surface. Below it, in smaller text, Sarah Chen, founder and CEO. The Mitchell and Associates partners huddled nervously in our main conference room, surrounded by quantum glass that displayed their firm's outdated technology infrastructure in embarrassing detail. As you can see, Lisa presented, your current systems are operating at approximately 4% of the building's quantum computing capability. Which means, I continued, watching Mom shift uncomfortably in her seat, you're paying premium rates for space in the world's most advanced building, but using it like it's 2010. The managing partner, Richard Mitchell himself, cleared his throat. Ms. Chen, about your previous internship application. The one you rejected as lacking relevant experience? I smiled. Don't worry about it. Though I admit, it was interesting reading that rejection letter on the day we acquired your building. Mom's face flushed. She'd been so proud when I'd applied to her firm, then so quick to agree with their assessment that I wasn't corporate material. The technology upgrade package, Lisa continued, pulling up the quotes, would normally cost $50 million. However, given our unique relationship with one of your employees. The quantum glass rippled, displaying Mom's employee ID alongside my CEO credentials. The partners turned to stare at her, probably re-evaluating every conversation they'd ever had about their landlord's daughter. We're prepared to offer a substantial discount, I finished. Contingent on certain changes to your technology policies. Anything, Mitchell agreed quickly. Whatever you recommend. First, I tapped the quantum surface, bringing up their IT protocols, your no remote work policy. It's 2025, and you're forcing employees to commute because you don't trust modern technology. Mom had complained about that policy just last week over dinner, while simultaneously criticizing my obsession with remote quantum computing interfaces. Second, I continued, your resistance to quantum-enhanced legal research. Do you know your associates spend an average of 30 hours per week on tasks our systems could complete in minutes? The partners squirmed. Through the quantum glass, I could see other Mitchell employees gathering in the lobby, watching their leadership negotiate with the young CEO they dismissed as an unemployed tech dreamer. My phone buzzed. Goldman Sachs again, their offer now at $32 billion. I declined the call. Finally, I pulled up their security protocols. This building runs on quantum encrypted networks. Your outdated systems are actually creating vulnerabilities in our infrastructure. We had no idea, Mitchell stammered. If we'd known. If you'd known the building owner was the same young woman you rejected for an internship? The same unfocused programmer your employees whispered about in the break room. Mom stared at her hands, probably remembering her own break room conversations about her daughter's waste of a good education. Lisa's tablet chimed. Sarah, the quantum core just flagged something interesting. Should I put it on display? I nodded. The quantum glass filled with live data, Mitchell and Associates active cases, client communications, billing records, all flowing through our building systems. This is. Mitchell stayed, everything we do runs through my quantum networks, I confirmed. Every email, every document, every confidential file. All protected by technology you dismissed as a hobby. The partners exchanged alarmed looks, finally understanding their firm's dependence on my little computer project. The upgrade package, Lisa announced, includes full quantum integration. Your productivity would increase by approximately 600%. Plus, of course, continued access to the building's advanced systems. And if we decline? Mitchell asked quietly. I let the quantum glass answer that question, displaying their lease terms alongside current market rates. The difference made several partners physically wince. You don't have to decide immediately, I stood up. Take some time to discuss it. Maybe get input from your technology committee. Oh wait, I turned to Mom. Didn't you tell me they dissolved that committee because traditional methods work better? Mom's face went through several interesting colors. Sarah, she started, if I'd known. Known what, Mom? That your daughter wasn't just playing with technology? That those late nights in my home lab were building something valuable? That the real job you wanted for me would end up depending on my hobby? The quantum glass rippled again, displaying quantum dynamics' global reach, data centers, research facilities, corporate offices. All built while Mom bragged about my sister's sensible career in accounting. The discount offer expires in 48 hours, Lisa informed the partners. After that, standard rates apply. And given your current lease terms, we'll take it, Mitchell announced quickly. The full package. Whatever you recommend. Excellent choice, I smiled. Mom can handle the paperwork. After all, she's now our most knowledgeable employee when it comes to quantum computing infrastructure. Aren't you, Mom? She nodded silently, watching her entire professional world reshape itself around her daughter's technology. If you'll excuse me, I headed for the door. I have a quantum core to upgrade. But Mom, don't forget, family dinner tonight. You can tell everyone about your firm's exciting new technology partnership. As the quantum glass closed behind me, I heard Mitchell asking Mom why she'd never mentioned her daughter's impressive career in technology.